licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
We know that keeping our borders safe from dangerous gang members, drug dealers, and human traffickers is critical. I want to make it extremely clear that first and foremost, we are committed to ending the waves of illegal immigration that we've seen in the last 30 years.
President Trump must stop holding the American people hostage, must stop manufacturing a crisis.
We believe the wall is wrong on many counts. The wall is ineffective. The symbolism is bad for the country, for our economy, for our security, for our ability to get along in the world.
What a bunch of nonsense. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I mean, what a hypocrite these people are. Schumer and Pelosi. Again, Schumer comes out and says in 2009, we'll play it again.
We know that keeping our borders safe from dangerous gang members, drug dealers, and human traffickers is critical. I want to make it extremely clear that first and foremost, we are committed to ending the waves of illegal immigration.
And he went on to say, okay, he was for a wall. So wasn't Pelosi. They're for a wall, for a fence. And then he turns around and he says just the opposite.
We believe the wall is wrong on many counts. The wall is ineffective.
How can the wall be ineffective? It's crazy what they're saying. And here's the thing. The big problem with all these immigrants coming over here is it affects our economy. It really does. I mean, you have many people who are, and people say, well, other people don't want the job, so we're going to hire the illegal immigrants because they take all the jobs. That's not true. That's not always true. When you're hungry, you're going to take a job, unless, of course, they keep on making welfare easy. But Pelosi, again, by telling the president, even if he opened the 1/3 of government that has been shut down, 1/3, that's all, that if he she said, look, I don't care if you open it up. I'm not going to go along with you. It's immoral. And he walked out. And you can't blame him. Immoral. I mean, if you told me it was immoral, I would walk out too. Everybody asked, why does she keep using the word immoral? Everybody's asking that. You know, she's not saying it doesn't work. She says it's immoral. Well, here's what nobody wants to know, or nobody tells you, I should say. It's hard to say that a wall doesn't work when after she and Schumer flew to Israel on Buffett's personal jet to inspect Israel's 143-mile fence that cost just $2.9 million per mile. That's right. Schumer and Pelosi quietly on Buffett's jet goes and takes a look at the wall. Why do you think back in 2009 they were for the wall? Because they knew it worked. They find out that this fence does work. It cut illegal immigration by 98%. Kind of hard to take the position walls or fences don't work when firsthand you know it works because you're stood there looking at the fence. They showed you how the immigration went down by 98%. Pretty hard to say fences or walls don't work. So she uses immoral. What are you, nuts? Immoral she uses. That's the reason. Everybody keeps asking, how could she do that? Now you understand. She went and visited that fence. She knows it works. Schumer knows it works. Yet, what kind of person who not only has firsthand knowledge that the fence works, it reduced illegal immigration by 98%, who approved the building of a wall or fence with Schumer under Obama, and yet was not moved with the murder of Officer Singh over Christmas. She was never moved, never extended her condolences, never talks about it or Schumer, like he was a nobody. when everyone in this country was not only moved, I can talk about myself, but horrified by the images of Officer Singh's infant son and wife who were left behind after his murder. You could not be helped but be moved. Terrible. And you think, what if I was in that position? Oh my God. Only someone who is immoral themselves could think like she thinks, and Schumer, who both live by the code that once you give up your integrity, the rest is a piece of cake. That's the code they both live under, Pelosi and Schumer. But yet they'll stand in front of a camera knowing not only was Officer Singh killed, but hundreds, maybe even thousands of other people were killed. And they'll stand right in front of the camera, both looking like the arched end of a mule that just crapped all over America, and say the fence is immoral. What are you, nuts? See, what Schumer and Pelosi are really saying, the party, what's right for the party comes first, not what's right for the people that Officer Singh left behind, his family members. No. See, people like Schumer, professionals, these politicians have been in there all their life. They're only for one thing. Not for America, not for what's right for America or Americans, the party. It's always the party and themselves. It always comes first. The proof is 78% of Americans working paycheck to paycheck. If politicians were really concerned about America and Americans, would they allow that 78% of our workforce lives paycheck to paycheck? An American is the truck driver, an elevator technician, machinist, food service worker, a welder, a plumber, a carpenter, pipe fitters, and so on. An American, they're fiercely independent. They don't want to depend on no one but themselves. They just want to give an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. They want to live within their means. They want to pay their bills on time. They want to exceed. They want to excel. They want to achieve. They don't want to be ordinary. They want an opportunity to become not just a worker, but become an owner. They want the opportunity to be free of government interference. But in today's environment with these politicians, it's hard to achieve. It really is. Becoming much harder. As, again, most politicians, I don't care if it's Democrats or Republicans, you might as well have one party today. They're for themselves. They're not for America. My Lord. If that wasn't true, then why, when the Republicans controlled the House, the Senate, and the White House, they were unable to repeal the Obamacare? Imagine, they controlled the House, the Senate, the White House, and they could not repeal Obamacare, and they could not put through this fence money? Because like the Democrats, they do what's best for the party, what's best for themselves to get reelected. And therefore, we didn't repeal Obamacare, and we didn't get the fence. And that's when you control the House, the Senate, and the White House, for God's sake. That's proof enough. These politicians got their hand out, and they don't care about you or me. They care about themselves and the party. That's it. We'll be right back after this message.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We have 3 wonderful programs. We have a program for a person who just doesn't have time, the very, very busy person, where you follow my 5 recommendations, the same 5 stocks I've been investing in for over 2 years. You follow those recommendations. We tell you exactly what to do with those 5 stocks with complete support. So easy to do. We also have another program where you can follow 3 to 4 of the stocks that I actively trade every day. And then finally, if you want to really learn about investing and trading and all aspects of it, we have the best educational program in the country. So we have it all. Join my gang, philsgang.com. 877-600-GANG. That's philsgang.com. See you on the charts.
Don't wait. Make it a prosperous new year with Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com or give us a call. at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Earnings just continue to move higher.
The strongest corporate earnings growth in 7 years.
The important thing is earnings generally have been great.
Earnings are still very solid.
Don't listen to that. Earnings are solid. Remember where earnings come from. And by the way, I have my cam on. And also, if you want to follow a stock I'm putting up on my chart and you have a mobile device, then you can see the chart on, you can see the stock on my chart. And you can follow along if you wish. But we also do have the cam on today. All right, but here's my point. They're telling us earnings are good. But here's the problem with earnings. They're not telling you. Where do earnings come from? Stock buybacks. Because they turn around and when they buy the outstanding stock, they reduce the amount of shares that you and I can trade. If a company has 10 million shares outstanding, they go and they buy, say, 2 million shares. Now there's only 8 million shares, so now they spread their earnings over 8 million. Well, guess what's going to happen? The earnings are going to go up, and that pushes the stock price up. That's fraud. That's why they've been buying massive stock, these companies. Because the economy is not doing well. It has never done well since 2008. We've been lied to since 2008. The economy was never doing well. It was propped up. We never had a recovery. We had a propping up. That's all. And how did they prop it up? They brought interest rates down to near zero. Look what they did with housing under Bush. Brought interest rates way down so everybody could buy a house. Now what they did, after that failed, they just exchanged housing with autos and student loans. Everybody could get an auto loan. Everybody can get a student loan. So again, it's the low rates that's been propping up the economy, not strong earnings. The only way they could get the earnings to go up is to make it fake. They had to buy more and more shares of their own shares. That's cheating. That's why it used to be a felony. So when you hear them say this kind of garbage right here, I mean, it's really upsetting when they say this kind of nonsense.
Earnings just continue to move higher.
See, what she should say is earnings should move higher. We got to get them to move higher by buying more shares of stock. So let's stop raising interest rates. If we keep raising interest rates, what's going to happen, and this is what's going to be the problem, if they keep raising interest rates, then the shares, the CEOs aren't stupid. They're not going to go out and buy more shares. Why would they buy more shares? Plus, they got another problem. The shares they bought, remember, when the market dropped 20% since October, the shares they bought are a lot less, worth a lot less. They bought stocks that are overpriced. And they certainly can't, and with the shares they bought, not are they only overpriced, but they're paying higher interest rates. They went from 0 to 3%, 4%. That kills them. So when you hear them, earnings are going to be terrific, they're not going to be terrific because CEOs are not going to do the stock buybacks as they once did because they have a problem right now. They're paying higher interest rates. That's killing their profits. And it'd be silly for them to keep buying at the rate they've been buying since 2008. It just doesn't make any sense. Don't listen to that. But what you need to do when you're buying a stock is stop listening to all the garbage, all the fundamentals, all this nonsense like this.
The economy's really strong. Corporate earnings have been great. All of the positive news that we've seen through this whole cycle continues.
How can I say the economy's been great? The headwinds in just the national debt alone kills it. I mean, it's amazing. Just like when they say we got the best job growth ever, the lowest unemployment rate ever, the fastest economic GDP ever, the best wages ever, strongest economy, all lies. None of it's true. It's just amazing. Fastest economic GDP growth ever, the best economy ever. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. It's not the best ever. When we hit that 4%, remember, for those 2 quarters, the 4% GDP growth, remember how they did it. They fudged it. They cheated. How? They clawed back future sales of soybeans. They just brought them back and put them in the second and third quarter to get those 4% numbers. Now what's going to happen when we reach those quarters out further, those quarters are going to be 1.8%. So we're going to pay for that later on. But no broker's going to tell you that. Nobody's going to tell you that. Or they call me negative. Okay, so I won't tell you stuff like that, and I'll be positive. I'll say, boy, earnings are going to be fantastic, man, when I know they're not. So I'll turn around and tell you to do the opposite of what I'm doing. That's what they do every day. When they're telling you to buy stocks, they're shorting stocks. When they tell you to buy stocks, put money in, they're pulling their money out because they follow the money of the institutions. The institutions aren't stupid. That's where the institutions are the smart people, because the institutions are putting money in. So why do you think I designed a chart that follows the money? It's money that moves the stock. Give you an example. Take the S&P 500 right now. The S&P 500, I got it up right now on my chart, the S&P 500, and the stock has dropped 20%. You can see all this red? Thank God the chart I designed turns red when the institutions are pulling their money out, so I can quickly switch my members to where they're in a position to make money when the stock's going down. Does your planner do that for you? The guy that runs your 401k, does he call you and tell you he's doing that for you? No, instead, what are they going to tell you? What are they going to say to you? They're not going to tell you the truth.
The economy's really strong. Corporate earnings have been great.
Yeah, see? They want you to go sell. They want you to go buy stuff. Because if you don't go buy stuff, then the advertisers for Fox or CNBC, right, they're not going to buy ad time, or they're going to buy less. So they got to keep pushing and pumping. So here you are. When I come back, I'm going to show you exactly what this market's going to do. I told you on January 16th, and I was correct. I'm going to be right today as well on the 10th.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. PhilsGang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, PhilsGang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the PhilsGang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust PhilsGang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. So they're telling us that everything's great again. But I'm going to show you on the chart, it's not great again. If you want to go, we have our cam up. You go to your mobile device, go to philsgang.com. And you can see not only the show, but as I talk about the individual stocks of the market, you can see it. But I want to just for a moment, I want everybody to understand, since 2008, what brought the stock market up 325% was just 8 companies. 8. That's it. But they're not going to tell you that. The jibber-jabbers aren't going to tell you that. They don't want you to know that. 8 companies brought the S&P up, the market up. Home Depot, Intel, Wells Fargo, Oracle, Cisco, Microsoft, and Apple. Think about that. 492 companies weren't going up. What pushed up the 492 companies was 8 other companies. What do you call that? Fraud. You call that financial engineering. Now, that'd be okay if they told that to you. And then they say, well, let's make money on this. Let's get to the best stocks that are involved with this financial engineering so we can make money. And then when it starts to collapse, you turn around and short it. Give you an example. When you're a gang member, you're one of my members, let's take Target as an example. In Target, when the market started to collapse in October, and the reason why the market collapsed in October is because we could see the money was coming out of the market. And it crossed, if you look on any one of my charts, and you can see where it started to turn red in October right here. And when it went from green to red, it gave me a signal that the institutions, the big hedge funds, the 5 biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies are pulling their market out, pulling their money out. So, of course, it was going to go down, the S&P, and it was going down. Also, what indicated on my chart was it broke a key support. The stock market has 2 different key supports. And the big institutions, the hedge funds, the insurance companies, the 5 banks, when they see the S&P break those 2 supports, called the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, and the 200-day, 3 supports, 50, 100-day, and 200-day moving average. And on October 3rd, it crossed, and my chart started to turn red. How beautiful is that? I don't care about what's going on with their fundamentals, because every day they tell you a story to make you feel good to go out and buy. They're not going to tell you the truth. So why these 8 companies were supporting 492 companies, the government's annual income, $3.3 trillion, but then after expenses, their net loss is $1.2 trillion. That means every day they had to borrow $5 billion. So here they're taking these stocks through stock buybacks, 8 of them, and they're pushing the entire market up and tell you how great the economy is. But underneath, what they're not telling you, that the economy and the government is in big trouble. They're borrowing $5 billion a day. They put at that time when they're telling you everything was great, the government's net worth was at a negative $20 trillion. $20 trillion. Anybody else be bankrupt? But you think these jibber jabbers are going to tell you that? Of course not. Why would they? They need you to go buy stuff. Remember, consumption is 20% of our economic growth. If they can't get you out there to buy something, then the economy's in deep trouble. It's a fight every day. And all the manufacturers, especially the cars, the auto industry, they buy most of the advertising. That's right. Auto industry buys most of the advertising, all these financial shows like Fox and CNBC. And they allocate the money. They'll say, I'll either give it to Bloomberg, I'll give it to Fox, okay, or I'll give it to CNBC. Let's see who can pump the best. Let's see who can really pump the market the best. So they'll look at guys like, he's great at it. I can't remember his name, Varney, and this other guy, Payne. They're terrific. I mean, they should have been with Bard and Bailey. I mean, they're unbelievable. So, of course, they're going to get most of the money. So the more they can pump, more to get you excited, so they'll keep telling you stuff like this here.
The economy's really strong. Corporate earnings have been great.
And the corporate earnings aren't great. The corporate earnings are only going up because of what we call fraud, stock buybacks, accounting trickery, which is now catching up. And it's catching up, and what's happening is they're pulling their money out. They're pulling their money. Threat to our economy and our economic GDP growth, because the stock buybacks are diminishing now. Companies aren't going to keep doing it because interest rates are going up. So they have they're very fearful what's going to happen with these banks. So the banks, remember, drive the market, and then the market drives your stock. The way it works with the stock market is simple. If you have a stock, let's say it's Ford, if the banks don't go up and push up the market, the banks have got to push up the market, and then that market pushes up your stock. Your stock can only go up 1/3 on its own. And when the market's going down, and the banks are going down, that's bad for the market. And that's what's going on right now. If you take a look at the bank stocks are very weak. Look at this. Very, very weak. Bank stocks are weak. So what they did, they tried to pump the bank stocks by having Powell come out the other day and say, subliminally saying, we're not going to have interest rate hikes anymore. So we had what we call a short covering rally. It's not a real rally. Sure, we made some money in it. We bought some stocks, but we're going to be ready when it falls apart. Right now, the S&P and the banks, if the banks don't get above their 50-day moving average, which is a yellow line on a chart, and who looks at that same yellow line every day as I do? The 5 banks, the big institutions, the big hedge funds. And if they can't get the banks above that yellow line, and if they can't get the S&P above that yellow line, which is called the 50-day moving average, then they're not going to put money in the market. And that's why this market's having trouble right now. This is all a fake rally, and the S&P and the banks are still underneath that line. So what did we do? When the market started to correct, take Target, TGT. What did we do? We decided to, with our gang, we said, let's start shorting it. She started to turn red, and we started to short it on November 19th. And that was a beautiful short for us. And once we started to short that stock on the 19th, she just kept going down. She's just all red. Another one we shorted was TJX. We don't listen to these people on Bloomberg and the rest of them. Look, TJX, here's another one. See how it's all red. Institutions are pulling their money out. So TJX, we started to short it on, I think it was around November 15th. Around November 15th, I think it was right in this area right here. Yeah, right here. We started to short it. See how it went from green to red? It turned all red. Right here, when it was really red, we saw the money coming out, and we sold short. And we made a nice return of about 9%. And then when the red started to move back up, we got out, because when the red starts moving back up, that means they're starting to put a little bit more money in, so we better take our profits. That's what you watch. You just simply watch the money movement. And that's what we do here for our members. And we have 5 stocks for people that can't come to our class every day. We have a class from 9:30 to 11 o'clock. If you can't come to our class every day, then we put a program together where we have 5 stocks. We've been in the same 5 stocks for 2 years. We do all the work. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time, we post and tell you what to do with each one of those stocks. We stay right with you as your coach from beginning to end. Been in for 2 years. Try that. That'll be better what you're doing now. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. Become a member. We'll be right back with a lot more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone. Totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, if the politicians were doing what was best for us, for you and me, think about it for a moment. What is their job? Their job is about protecting us, protecting our investments. In 2008, they're supposed to be ensuring that our investments were protected, that they were being monitored. That's the responsibility of the banks, the House of Representatives and the Senate banking committees. There's two. And that's their job, these politicians. But they didn't take care of us. They didn't take care of us. We lost $3.3 trillion in home equity, got wiped out. We got wiped out $6.9 trillion in stock. 401ks got wiped out 35% because they weren't doing their job. They weren't ensuring that our investments were being monitored and they were safe. So we keep benefiting from those investments so we could have a nice retirement. They didn't care. They could care less. They didn't care if the economy was on a sound footing because they were making money, cutting deals. They were getting their money from the 1 percentile who are going to fund them for their next campaign. That's all they do every day. These politicians go out every day and raise money. They care about themselves, not us. Do you think that people would be struggling paycheck to paycheck, 78% of our workforce? No. Do you think Wall Street is any different? They're the same group of people. They work together. The 1% is Wall Street, and they own the politicians. When the market went up 250 or 300%, and they gained $13 trillion in wealth, who got that $13 trillion? The 1 percentile. Not the average guy making $30,000 a year. Not the average guy making 40 or even 50 or even 60. He didn't get the money because he doesn't have enough money to be in the market. He's struggling. So the 1 percentile get the money. They buy Congress. They control Congress. They control our judges. They control everybody. So forget all this jibber jabber you hear when you hear crap like this.
The economy's really strong. Corporate.
Forget it.
Earnings just continue to move higher.
No. Forget it. Here's what you look at. Are the institutions pulling their money out? So here, take a look. If I go and I take a look at, a city, let's take Citigroup. All of a sudden, we start seeing them pulling their money out of Citigroup. And they're pulling their money out, started right around October. It was green, and then it turned right around October 5th. We saw the money coming out. Look, you can see it. Go to your mobile device, click on, and you'll see my chart. There it is. So Citi dropped about, I forgot what it dropped, about 40% maybe. And we picked up about 25% of that. 25% return by simply not listening to this nonsense. If I'm going to listen to this nonsense, the other day I remember someone called Kramer and the person lost 95% of their money and they asked, what should I do now? And Kramer says, stay in. He should have said, don't ever do that again. When you got a loss, it's going down, mitigate that loss by shorting. And they'll say, well, what's shorting? But he's not going to say that because, see, he's not allowed to talk about shorting. He made all his money from shorting. All those guys on Wall Street, all those shows you see, they make more money when the market goes down because the market goes down 10 times faster. But they can't tell you that. They don't want you out there selling shorts. They want you out there buying stock. They got to get you to feel good. So you go out and you buy stuff so they can get advertisers. Because 70% of our economy grows from you buying stuff. So we shorted. Look at that. Nice, beautiful short. Now she started to move back up. See, the red started to move back up. So we said, let's take our money out. Then it finally turned green. So we're waiting for an opportunity to buy Citigroup. We did that with Lowe's. Yesterday. We bought Lowe's. I don't care about the PE ratio. I don't care about risk to reward. I don't care about their PE ratio or their free cash flow or their following their forward PE or their trailing PE or I could care less about any of that. Their inventory, their run rate. What do I care? All I know, it turned green. So it means the institutions are starting to buy Lowe's, and we bought Lowe's. So we bought Lowe's around $94.80. Today's $96. We're just starting. All I got to do is keep following the green. If that green stops or turns red, I get my members out. We turn around quickly, and we sell it short, just like we did up here. We're already up 2%. We've been in it, I think, 2 days. But what we monitor is not this noise. We don't monitor this noise. Look. They keep telling you these two guys are telling you how the economy's doing great, earnings is doing great, but listen to this.
The new Chinese data show that the economy continues to slow down.
Wait a minute. So how could that be? They're telling you the earnings are great.
The economy's really strong.
How can the economy be strong when China...
The new Chinese data show that the economy continues to slow down.
You can't have it both ways. You can't say the economy's strong when China's slowing down. Because China, remember, in 2008, was the only economy that was flourishing. Their GDP was about 5-6%. All the other countries like us were negative. Everybody was in the hole. It was China's growth, their real estate growth, building 50 cities so no one's going to live in them. They weren't even going to fill it up, building new airports, building coal mines. Are you kidding? They're building everything. Their economy went up, their GDP went up to like 10%, while we're sitting there at 1%. That's what grew all of our economies. We pushed it up. And then we turned around and said, well, okay, let's make it even better. We'll buy our own shares back so nobody will know about our lousy earnings. We'll get people on CNBC to come out and say this or on Fox.
Earnings just continue to move higher.
Yeah, because they don't know. They don't know. We'll just tell them earnings are doing great, and they'll be happy to do it. So we'll tell them to say earnings are great. So what we'll do is to make them great, we'll financially engineer them. We'll come in and we'll buy shares of our own stock. And now we have less shares, so that means my crappy earnings, now instead of spreading them over 5 million shares, I spread them over 2 million shares. So my stock, instead of going from $10 to $10.50, my stock will go from $10 to $20. I'll double it. That's called a bubble. The bubble crashed. We had 20%. We're not done yet. So I don't care what anybody tells you. The only way you'll create wealth in the stock market is by turning off your TV. What you want to look at, very simply, is city red or green? And for $39.95 a month for 4 weeks, don't you think that's worth it? And if it's not true, what have you lost for $39.95? You want to go on and continue with these jibber jabbers? My God. Look at the problem in our country is that the income inequality is getting wider and wider and wider. The wealthy are getting richer and richer. The middle class is disappearing, and the poor is getting more welfare. And all the wealth is going to one side of the boat. Why? Because they can buy Congress. And what are you doing? You're going to your 401k. You're depending on somebody managing your 401k to have a nice retirement. Are you nuts? They're not taking care of you. If that was true, then why this last Friday when they came out with 312 new jobs, 312,000 new jobs, 183,000 were retirees going back to work? If everything was so great, then why wasn't their 401ks doing well? Why did they have to go to work? 183,000 out of the 312. Oh, they're not going to tell you that. Are they? Of course not. No, they're not. They're going to tell you everything is wonderful. Look at, when you have 78% of people going paycheck to paycheck. One percentile average more than 9 times as much income as the bottom 90%. And the top 1% average again the 1 percentile average over 40 times more income than the bottom 90%. Think about that. Something's got to be wrong. They're not giving you good advice. How on hell can you have the top 1% average 40 times more income than the bottom 90%? And the economy's terrific? No. Join my gang, become a member, and why don't you just watch those 5 stocks?
Listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to